It's 1981 in Atlanta. The city is rattled by a spree of savage murders. John Douglas, an FBI profiler, stares at the crime scene photos, each victim brutalized in eerily similar ways. But the real mystery? Why would someone hunt innocent strangers so methodically? Douglas knows the answer lies buried in the criminal's deepest motives. Unlocking that secret could stop the next massacre before it unfolds. But how do you get inside a killer's mind when their reason for killing isn't obvious? Every crime hides a motive, sometimes twisted, sometimes hidden. Douglas dives deep into what drives seemingly ordinary people to terrible acts. In Atlanta, John Douglas helps investigate a chilling series of child murders. The killer wasn't random. He was driven by a deeply personal rage. Douglas soon realizes it's not just about opportunity. The motive is what fuels the violence, turning cold plans into savage outbreaks. Think of a motive like pressure building inside a boiling pot. The pot might look calm, but just beneath the surface, emotions like rejection, jealousy, or revenge bubble violently. When cracked, it spills over in destructive ways. Douglas shows how understanding this emotional buildup is key to seeing why criminals snap. Understanding motive isn't just academic. Douglas proves it's a tool, one that helps spot warning signs and predict who might spiral into violence next. When authorities grasp these clues early, they can diffuse horrors waiting in the wings, saving lives before the next crime scrawls its story. Sociopaths don't all wear the same mask. Douglas unpacks the antisocial personality, both its dangerous traits and subtle differences. Take Lee Harvey Oswald, the man who killed JFK. Douglas studies Oswald's tangled background, a mix of manipulation and isolation masked behind a calm exterior. It wasn't just politics. Oswald's antisocial traits helped him blend in and avoid suspicion until his deadly act. Imagine sociopathy as a twisted recipe. Some ingredients are common, like lack of empathy or impulsivity, but proportions vary wildly. Douglas shows us this recipe can manifest in many ways. From cold assassins to impulsive arsonists, each flavor chillingly unique but unmistakably connected. Here's the kicker: many killers seem strikingly ordinary in everyday life. They hold jobs, have families, play their roles well. That normalcy is the camouflage that keeps us from seeing the storm beneath. Douglas reveals that this is why motives can be so hard to detect before disaster strikes. Knowing why someone kills is powerful, but Douglas pushes further, showing how to anticipate and stop the next tragedy. Timothy McVeigh, the Oklahoma City bomber, didn't wake up a terrorist. Douglas traces his dangerous path from bitterness to extreme ideology, each step marked by growing isolation and anger. Understanding these stages shows us that motives evolve, not appear overnight, leaving room to intervene. Douglas compares early warning signs to red flags along a train track. Each signal, arson, threats, minor assaults, builds toward a tipping point. Recognizing these can stop a runaway train of destruction before it reaches full speed. That's the anatomy of escalation in violent crime. The real breakthrough in Douglas's work? It's hope. By reading motive-driven patterns, law enforcement can disrupt the deadly script. The future isn't written in stone. With insight, we can rewrite outcomes, turning potential killers away from tragedy, sometimes years before the first violent act. Back in Atlanta, those cold cases got harder to solve, until profiling uncovered the hidden motive thread connecting the chaos. Douglas's insight turns mystery into a map, showing us the dark roots that lead to violence. So next time you hear about a crime, try this. Look past the act itself and ask, what pressure built inside to make this happen? That question could be the key to stopping the next tragedy. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.